Now and forever. Good morning to those who are in here. Southwest Airlines trying to get me to apply for a credit card. Jesus Christ, where are all these fucking emails coming from? Good morning. Why is Hump Day called Hump Day? It's Wednesday. It's the hump of the week. You got to get over the hump to get to the back side of the week. The beginning of the week sucks. The middle of the week, you get over that hump, and then you're on the back side of the week. That's why it's called Hump Day. And he's live, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I am. Yes, I am live and I'm alive. Will that give me some more views? You're happy to head that? Well, that's an interesting choice of words. Tom Power Robo Mode activate? Oh, Tom Powell Robo. I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all are not making sense up in this biznatch. Good morning, Anna. How are you? El Crow, good morning. Tap the fuck out of the screen, hit the heart button if you don't mind. Let's blow this shit up. I'm off today, so we're going to spend a little bit of time this morning together, and then I've got to get this room straightened up. I also need to. Well, thank you very much, Dirkface. It's interesting. Good morning. Good morning. Is that a little too chipper for you? Confirm. Ah, yes, agree to the terms. Can I ask you in the chat a question? For everything that's going on right now, are you not pissed off enough yet? Oh, I am. It's a big reason why I do what I do. Okay, so that's, hang on, I got to approve one more contract. Hit that like button, y'all. Thank you, Anna. Let me just get this other contract approved. Hang on. Motherfucking view my proposal. You can't let the world affect your mental health. You can't. Trimming the specified trees, magnolia front yard, southwest corner, prune up lower branches, raised approximately 5 to 6 feet above level, remove dead wood, trim slightly. 2 crab apples and magnolia in backyard along west vine. Prune up lower branches so they're approximately 6 feet above the ground. Trim slightly above the front so the branches aren't hitting the fence. Approve. Accept. Confirm. Ka-ching. Ka-ching. I look zesty? What does that mean? Love the video about the ashes. The woman that was spreading the ashes at the bridge. Is that the one you're talking about? Happy Wednesday, aka Odin's Day, aka Mercury's Day. Zestfully clean. I'm not zestfully clean. I need a shower. Okay. Both of those contracts have been approved. It's fucking snowing here in Manitoba, Canada. Okay. The way that that comment was written tells you that Al Crow is feeling some kind of way about the fact that it's snowing. It's fucking snowing here. I could feel. I've never even heard Al Crow speak, and I could hear their voice in that statement. Immigration crackdown. A new AP North polls finds that about 1/3 of Americans. Well, that went by quickly. I'll have to go back and read that. Vincent, good morning. If you guys notice Vincent's name is different, that's because Vincent is a paying member to this site, and I want to thank Vincent and everybody who is a paying member, since we do make 100% of our income off of social media. Um, I thank you. Every dime helps, and that is tremendously helpful. Uh, fuck this, Alcro follows up with. Meanwhile, it's hot in Western Canada. It's not hot here. It's in the 50s and cloudy here. It went down into the 30s last night. It's going to get down into the 30s. Thank you, Vincent. Going to get down into the 30s again tonight. And then we begin to see a warm up. Um, oh, let's see here. Schedule this motherfucker. Western candidates, ladies and gentlemen, Tom Powell, and the crowd goes wild. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Let's see. It's 8:30, so we want to go 10:30 on that one. Miami is hot. It's always fucking hot in Miami. My debit card declines when I try to join, but I do pay for premium YouTube. That helps, huh? Oh no, it does. So when people watch my videos where I have ads on them, I get a portion of that revenue. That's how I make my money. TikTok. YouTube makes money off that revenue, and they share that revenue with me. If you are a a paid subscriber to YouTube where you don't get the ads, I get a portion of that if you watch my content. I thought the green names were special needs people, I was told. Really? That's what you came up with? Come on, load. 10:30 was the last one, so we're gonna go 12:30 on this one. I'm Canadian, but my step family comes from Chicago, and they are deadheads just like you. Well, tell your step family I said hello. YouTube Premium is the best streaming service to pay for, in my opinion, says Ray. Well, I appreciate that. 12:30, so we're gonna go 2:30 on this one. Your special needs? Okay. 2:30. What's on the agenda today? Well, I'm gonna go live for a little bit. Renee's working out. And after we hang out for a little bit, I'm gonna straighten up my office. I'm gonna get the last of these gifts out of here for our daughter who's due any day. And get the car situated in such a manner that everything is there and ready to go. If we get the phone call, I'm going to probably throw some clothes into a backpack, get that bug out bag ready. I'm going to move the treadmill from my wife's office into here, get it set up for me, and get that area ready to be able to set up a pack and play for when the baby comes. Um, oh no, she has not had him yet. Her induction date is the 18th. I don't think she's going to make it to the 18th, but that's the induction date. 2:30. So this one we're going to go 4:30, and then that should be the last of what I need to do until 9 o'clock. 4:30. Good morning, good morning, sunbeam. Induction. It's where they make you have the baby. They induce you. So, hang on a second. You're pregnant as fuck, you're not going into labor, and so they put something in you. I don't know what the medication is called. I can't remember. They did it to Renee when she was in labor with this very child, and they induce you into having labor and giving birth. So her the 18th is when they're saying they want to just that we're going to induce you and that's it. We're off and running. Um, Whether or not she makes it to the 18th is another story. But if she does make it to the 18th, then she'll go into labor on the 18th and either give birth vaginally or she'll labor and labor and labor and labor and labor and labor. And then they'll go, all right, we're going in on a C section like they did with Renee. Pitocin. That's correct. Pitocin. They'll give her Pitocin. If she makes it to the 18th, we'll see. It's my understanding that if she makes it to the 18th, they're going to bring her in at midnight heading into the 18th and begin that process. Thoughts on Popeyes? You talk about Popeyes chicken? Um, it's okay. I've never said, "Oh man, I think I really need some Popeyes." I tried the chicken sandwich everybody goes nuts over. It's okay. Um, Renee loves it. Tommy loves the chicken sandwich. Lily, I think Maggie loves the chicken sandwich. So I have no problem running and getting Popeyes for folks that want it. Especially since they don't get it very often. And if I could get my son to eat that much protein in one setting, then uh, why the 18th? Like Renee could probably explain better. Renee, are you working out yet, or can you come down here and explain to the good folks of the YouTube world why they picked the 18th? Nothing to do to save his life. Call his wife in. What? I like how I like how they have scrimping sides. Like, okay, yes, I can appreciate the sides, and I love a good biscuit as well. But yeah, Popeyes is still not worth it for me. When I was a student nurse, my first day on placement was on labor and delivery, and we had a little fire in the unit, which I managed to put out. But my goodness, my first day. Is KFC better than Popeyes? In my opinion, it is, but I think most people would say no, Popeyes is better than KFC. They induced me 2 weeks before my due date. I can't remember when they induced Renee. If we can get her to come down here and talk about Maggie's induction, maybe she can tell you. But have I been to Mindy's Bakery in Chicago? No. Yeah, I thought that it sounded like song lyrics. I'm like, what is this person saying to me? Do I have a favorite chicken place? Yeah, White Fence Farm Chicken. It's a local place. It's based out of Bolingbrook, and I think they have 4 to 7 satellite locations, one of which is in Joliet. Old school KFC. You know where they go absolutely nuts for Kentucky Fried Chicken? Jamaica. It is like their go-to. And there's something about the way that they season the chicken down there that is different that makes everybody go absolutely ape shit. There is Pitocin in men's semen that will start labor like what? Jesus Christ. You're needing new doorknobs. Is Ace a good place? I don't fucking know. Last time we bought doorknobs, I think we went to Home Depot. Is that an Illinois thing or just a Chicagoland thing? The chicken place? No, it's just up here. It's all up here. The main restaurants in Bolingbrook. There's a satellite location in Joliet. There's one in Berwyn. I think there's one in Lombard. Well, Steven says he works at Ace, and Ace is good. So there you go. Pioneer Takeout Chicken in LA was the. I haven't had Church's Morning to You Two Club. I haven't had Church's Chicken. Oh my God. I don't think Renee and I have ever had Church's Chicken together. So it's been goddamn that long. And when I say goddamn that long, Renee and I have spent more than half of our lives together. So KFC is a big deal in Japan during Christmas. 20 years? Renee and I have been together for 29 years. Got to go and start laundry? That sucks. Take us with you. Listen to us while you launder. Golden fried chicken was good, somebody says. Hush puppies are the best. I fucking love hush puppies. Church's chicken in Puerto Rico is slow. Was I ever a fan of Golden Corral? Once upon a time, but last 2 times we ate there, it was like, "Oh my god, no, can't do it again." Like, cannot do it again. Does Zaxby's exist in Illinois? I do not know. Do you ever play guitar on stream? I don't know how to play the guitar. I've never had more foul diarrhea in the few times I've had the misfortune of having a KFC near me. Good God. Swiss Chalet rotisserie chicken is extremely popular here in Canada. Rotisserie chickens down here, like Costco, Sam's Club, people go nuts for them. Renee buys the rotisserie chicken and pulls all the meat off of it and uses it Chicken salad. And she's listening in the other room, which could result in her going, okay, we need to go get a fucking rotisserie chicken today. Chick-fil-A is unironically the worst option. I've never had Chick-fil-A. What is the worst fast food place I've been to? It's a good question. I don't know. These days it'd probably be Burger King since they've gone so downhill. Yes, my dear.
You asked me to come down and talk about Maggie's birth. What about Maggie's birth?
Would you like the chair?
But I can sit in the chair.
They want to know why her induction date is the 18th, and I don't know. They're talking about the induction. Here, go talk to the people. Sit over here in the background. I'll sit in the cuck chair.
Where he belongs. Good morning. What's the thing about rotisserie chicken?
They were talking about rotisserie chicken, but tell them why she's being induced on the 18th. What's the significance behind the 18th?
It's 1 week before her due date, and she's big. The baby's big, and now she's all belly. We saw her 6 weeks ago. We saw her in March, middle of March. And I mean, she looked pregnant, so thanks, John.
So, but why are they inducing her a week ahead of time? Just because they think the baby's going to be too big.
Yeah, it's because I mean they're worried about how big the baby is.
And when did they induce you?
They induced me. I was like 38 and a half weeks pregnant. But so here's what happened. I went in for like my buy-in or bi-weekly check-in. So I was like 36, like almost 37 weeks. And he said, "Oh, your blood pressure's a little high and I had a little tiny bit of protein in my urine." And he said to me, this is what he said to me, "Go home and take it easy." And I went, "Okay." And so that was a Thursday. My sister came over on Saturday and we painted the nursery. And on Tuesday, he wanted to see me again. So I went back in again and he was like, "Did you take it easy?" I go, "Yeah, we painted the nursery." He goes, "That's not taking it easy." I said, "Oh, I sat on the floor and I did everything I could reach while I was sitting. As far as I'm concerned, that's like the epitome of lazy. I mean, and I like to sit. I mean, it's my favorite position. So
It's not your favorite position.
when I'm alone, it is.
Feet behind the ears.
Anyways, he was like, "No, I meant lay on the couch and eat bonbons and do not get up unless you have to pee." And I was like, "Oh, well, didn't know that you meant that kind of way." Um, and anyways, now you get a whole bunch of messages that are hiding.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so that's what
So then you didn't take it easy, and then what happened?
I got induced because I had preeclampsia.
How long did you labor?
28 hours. So they gave me Pitocin at 3 o'clock on May 15th. My nurse that started me on the Pitocin said, "Hopefully I won't see you tomorrow, but if I do, you'll be my patient tomorrow." She came in the next morning. She said, "How'd you sleep?" I said, "I did not sleep very well at all because they left my Pitocin on full blast all overnight." And she went, "What? They should have turned it off." And I went, "Well, no one did." And so I was in pretty rough shape by the time she got in, and she kept asking me if I wanted, what is that thing called? The epidural, and I was like, "No, no, no." And then, um,
I shall suffer as he suffered.
and then at noon, they decided they were going to break my water because I was like 4.5 centimeters dilated, but my water had not broken yet. And they broke my water in about 20 minutes. I could not breathe through my contractions because they were just fucking pounding the shit out of me. So I said, we're gonna order up that epi right now. And so they came in and they did that epidural and life. I was finally able to take a little bit of a nap. And then at 5 o'clock, they came in and were like, "You are ready." And I was like, "Oh, I'm not ready to do this." And then I pushed for 3 hours. And the doctor came in and said, "We can give you another 2 hours or we can just be done." And I was like, "Let's just be done." Tom and I were both done. We had been, um, so she was born at 8 o'clock, 8:25, I think. Maggie was 9 pounds, 2 ounces.
And how much is the baby measuring right now?
Well, they say 7:13.
At 39 weeks.
Well, no, technically, he's not 39
No,
weeks.
he's measuring
He's
39
measuring
weeks.
39 weeks, 39 weeks and 5 days. So, um, anyways. Oh, we used to have a labor and delivery nurse at a military hospital. Yeah, listen, they gave me some they gave me a shot of something. I can't remember what it was. But as soon as it's not funny to my mom, I'm sure. But my mom had gone home at like, I don't know, 12:30, 1 o'clock. She said, "I'm gonna go home." And I said, "Okay." She said, "Call me if you need me." And I was like, "Great." And then by 2 o'clock, I was calling her, telling her I needed her. And then they gave me a shot of something. And as soon as she arrived, I said to her, "Oh, thank you so much for coming." And they passed out. So, anyways, what's my son's bowling nickname? Tom. Eve does have a lot. No, it wasn't Demerol. I can't remember what it was, but I did look at her. I looked at the nurse and told her that I would marry her. It might have been State All. Yeah, it was here's what I know. They were able to give it to me twice. The second time she said, "I'm gonna give it to you again, but it's not gonna be as strong." And I was like, that's disappointing.
Look at this dog, Renee.
So pathetic. Somebody delivered their last one on the bedroom floor. The wife didn't want to go to the hospital so soon. Okay, I listen, anybody that does that, bless your heart, but I am not.
If Maggie started to go into labor on the kitchen floor, her boyfriend would break every law in Illinois to get her to the
Oh,
hospital.
I think he would be calm.
Well, I mean,
I don't think he would go to the hospital. I think he'd be like, "All right, we're doing this."
well, yeah, I mean, he is an LPN. Okay,
All right.
go work out.
Oh, no, but here's what else I wanted to show everybody. This is why we go through so much fucking toilet paper.
What?
Look how much fucking toilet. I can guarantee you,
Oh,
he saw this
beach?
and put it in the garbage because he does not think he could wipe his ass with this.
That's not enough. New rolls need to be brought in.
Whole rolls are for closers.
Well, I'm the closer here.
How do you figure?
When I get off this live, I'll get Diane on the phone. You were the closer for 6 goddamn years, and then you have been retired.
I've been the closer for I was
You're getting
more
ready,
than 6 years.
ready to be the closer again. You're going to get that monetization thing up there.
No, it's because I have to pay for the fucking toilet paper in this house.
Blue tree.
I, oh, Tom,
What?
nothing. They're busting your balls.
As tends to happen. Take your
Is
dog.
this what kind of toilet paper do you think we're using? Will you use Scott? I could fucking see through this. We
We have a septic
we
system.
have a septic. Somebody said to get a bidet. Okay, that water that comes out of my sink is pretty fucking cold, okay? I need like on-demand warm water. I'll be skyrocketing myself off that toilet. There's no way.
Really? There's no wolf here.
I have a daughter getting older. At what age did you, as parents, allow your daughter to date, and when did you accept she's getting older?
We
Well,
still longer to date.
she's pregnant though. Uh, no, I don't think we had like a hard, fast rule. It was more of what would be appropriate for dating. Also asking the kids what they think of as dating, because Tommy had a girlfriend for a hot minute. Um, and he went to her birthday party, and I think they went on a shopping trip once. I mean, that with her parents.
They
So
texted.
yeah, they texted. Uh, i- it's it's the Gen X equivalent of talking on the phone for 3 hours. Um, so I don't know that, like, I mean, but once they're in high school, you kind of have to let let that particular thing go. So, all right,
Let your mom know that I've approved both contracts, please.
okay. Somebody says you can get a handheld. Okay, I don't need anything else I have to fucking charge.
Nope. If he thinks you're
Keeping them
going.
on to work. All right. Hey, Tom, your anniversary's tomorrow.
Yes, it is tomorrow.
Now we really have to work on it.
We already are grandparents. We're going to be grandparents again soon. We have a 15-year-old granddaughter and a 10-year-old granddaughter, and our first grandson will be born sometime between now and the 18th. No, I don't need a bidet. I don't need water shooting up my bunghole at high pressure. The CIA makes you want to get rid of all technology. You can't. Everywhere you go, you're recorded. Everything you do is electronic. It's impossible unless you're going to go live like the Unabomber in some fucking cabin without electricity up on the side of a mountain. In which case, I mean, best of luck to you. We can't use any other toilet paper. We have a septic system. Yeah, like I said, I've never had Chick-fil-A. It's just not something I've ever had. And I've had, oh, what is that shit that the girls like? Raising Cane's. I've had that once. Yeah, you know. Yeah. Your birthday is tomorrow, Steven. Happy birthday, almost. Our anniversary is tomorrow. My birthday's on the 13th. Maggie's birthday is on the 16th. I should have bet differently in the family pool, but now that I see Maggie's measurements and all of that stuff, my guess is as we're sitting down to my birthday dinner, we're going to get a call that she's being rushed to the hospital. What number anniversary is tomorrow? 27 married. We've been together 29 years in total this month, but married for 27. Your doctor told you to cut way down on cannabis? I think you need a new doctor. At a minimum, you should get a second opinion, and I can offer you one digitally for a small fee. Vincent, did he give a reason or she give a reason? You're out? Then I shan't show you my sack because I am far from out at the moment. Weed makes me too anxious. It's booze for me. I hate what alcohol does to my body. It makes me sluggish. Well, of course it affects your mental health. It's supposed to. I agree with the doctor's opinions. I feel many of us simply need better nutrition and exercise. Fair enough. Hate alcohol? Exactly. I have never been in one of your lives before. Puff Puff from Sweden. Alcohol and weed saved you? Oh, by the way, hello, Sweden. Try that Willy remedy. It's pretty good, somebody said. What's the Willy remedy? I love alcohol, been sober for a few years now. Congratulations to you, seriously. Oh, these aren't blunts, these are joints. I don't do blunts. Blunts typically have, oh, it's 9:05. You fucking jamoke. Give me 1 minute, please. Thank you for being a friend. No, I want shorts. I want a filter. All right. Now, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's good. Sorry, give me 1 second. A blunt is a weed wrapped in a tobacco. A blunt typically has tobacco in it, and that's why I don't do blunts. I haven't smoked tobacco since 2020. 2020, actually, coming up at the end of this month. Your body chemicals that didn't jive with the herb. Fair enough. Okay, let me just look at some. 22,707. 21,478. Okay. 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 I see you. We're going to pass 355,000 subscribers here momentarily. Where are we at with memberships? Just really quickly. 196 members. Thank you to all 196 of you. Fabulous motherfuckers. Well, a joint is just weed. What strain? What strain am I smoking? You think Trump will ask a group of grade school kids, you know what a prostate? Oh, Jesus Christ. What was it yesterday? He was asking the kids that were in the Oval Office as a result of him restarting the competitive physical fitness thing nationally. He had some kids in the Oval Office, and he was asking them if they liked what Barack Hussein Obama did when he shut this program down. These fucking kids, maybe they were infants when Obama was president, maybe, or toddlers, and he's like, yeah, you're like what Barack Hussein Obama did. He's such a fucking juvenile. You want to grow your own? Have at it. Tear it up. Thank you guys for those of you who are hitting that heart button. If you guys are tapping the screen for the likes, thank you very much. If you share the live with the arrow to your threads or your Bluesky or your Facebook or text it to a friend, I appreciate that. The likes are what truly helps. What did I miss here? Oswego. I just need to say that I appreciate you very much. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Sounds like somebody dropped a piece of cat food. because you know our cats can't keep the food in their mouth. They got to like fucking scoop it up like it's a fucking excavator. You know how you see that dirt falling out of the side? That's the food falling out of their fucking holes. You don't know where to go to get good seed. Um, God damn it, what is his name? What is his name? Fuck, hang on. Don't be using those seeds from the 50s, man. That's gonna be some of that ditch weed. Been following you for a while. Just wanted to say how awesome it is that you call morons and pieces of shit out. Keep up the great. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Greenville, South Carolina. Captain Redbeard seats. Okay. So you're going to want to go to Captain, spell it out, not CPT, CAPTAIN, redbeardseeds.com. Captain Redbeard Seeds. This guy actually followed me for a while, and he sent me some seeds, but I never grew anything with him a while back. Um, he's in the Pacific Northwest. Captain Redbeard Seeds. He's on social media. Go find him. Tell him I sent you. You used to live in Gville. It's illegal in Sweden, so I am forced to be a criminal, and that sucks. It's still illegal in the United States too. It's just legal in individual states. Federally, it's still illegal. If you could jettison the state of Ohio from the Union, would you do it? Do I have to get rid of the state, or can I just get rid of like a significant chunk of the people and its politics? Because Ohio, physically speaking, is a beautiful state that has some very nice people in it. But yeah, it's just it needs to be walled off and turned into a free range prison farm. And put on pay-per-view 24 hours a day so we can pay off the national debt. Hash bong hits at work this morning. Mikey, what the fuck do you do for a living that you're doing hash bong hits at work? Well, see, the thing is, Watchdog, the cities wouldn't remain empty for long. If they're empty, then people will eventually migrate there and refill those cities back up. I have family in Ohio. It's just it has regressed as a state so goddamn much. Ohio used to be reliably blue. And now look at it. They're on the verge of electing Vivek Ramaswamy as their fucking governor in November. Whether how old are you? Do they hire? Does who hire? Why has it flipped red? It's a damn good question. It's a damn good question as to why Ohio is now solidly red. Um, I think that the Republican Party is far better at marketing their message than the Democratic Party is. Far better. 40? Okay. What is this invitation my wife is sending me? I don't know what that is. I'll have to look at it afterwards. When? Oh, Clyde Eugene. Clyde. Come here, Clyde. Come here, Clyde. Clyde. Do I see Ohio flipping blue in the future? No, I don't. Do you get a hangover from cannabis? No. Why are you making so much noise? Clyde Eugene, sit. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Are you well, you got your penguin? You got your penguin, don't you? Look at your look at your penguin. Look at your penguin. You got your penguin right there. Everybody says, hello, Clyde. If you don't want to let me have the penguin, you want to play the tug of war with the penguin? Okay, I got the penguin. Why are you barking? Huh? Why are you barking? Why are you barking? You had cheese, you had a milk bone, you're good. You're like solid. The plants, those are tomato, cucumbers, and zucchini plants that my wife picked up yesterday. We brought them in because it went down into the 30s last night. We have to put them in my office because otherwise the five cats that are in the house will fucking destroy them. Clyde needed to be noticed. Well, he's been noticed. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Is that your penguin? Yes, we washed all your love. Your mama washed all your lovies yesterday, didn't she? You melt gummies into a hot drink and then ice it? Interesting. Edibles are with me in the morning, but if I just smoke, I'm fine in the morning. The MAGA folk in my very red part of Oregon are pretty much taking down their Trump merch, not very much MAGA. Oh, they're all gonna pretty Clyde for they're all gonna start pulling away from him at some point in time, right? There'll be this weird conglomerate of hardcore Trumpers 20 years from now that are still going to be Trumpers, but people will fall away left. You're seeing it already. Look at the people who have turned their back on Donald Trump. And it's not because they dislike what he's done now, it's because he's losing power, because he can't be president anymore. Tucker Carlson, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Alex Jones. You go down the line. All these people are turning the Nick Fuentes. They're all turning their back on Trump. Why? Because it's politically expedient. It's politically expedient if they want to exist in a post-Trump world, and we are steamrolling towards a post-Trump world. We have 2.5 years left of this motherfucker, and then he can never hold office again. I mean, he could go run for the Senate somewhere. He's not going to. He's probably not even going to be alive that much longer. So everybody's trying to position themselves as still relevant within the conservative movement, but not being somebody that was. It gives them 2 years left in his presidency to say, I didn't like him. He was just the better option policy wise, but I didn't like him. Worried about when I get my next big 75 and been trying to quit since you were 30. Quit what? Weed? I have a Make America Go Away hat. I have a, what does it say? Is it immigrants make America great or something? My favorite donut choice? Are you talking about location? It would be this place over at Home Cut Donuts in Joliet. If you're talking about actual, like, if you're just, I'm a maple donut guy. If you got a decent maple donut, whether it be round or a long john, I'm down with the program. Oh, he has several concepts of a policy, none that actually seem to fucking work though. Speaking of which, are we manipulating the market? I heard that there was a deal that they had struck with Pakistan. Think about this. Yesterday, the Dow Jones Industrial finished up over 400 points. Right now, as of 9:21 a.m., the Dow Jones Industrial is up 588 points, and it is still not back to 50,000. Still not back to where it was 2 months ago when they were all losing their ever loving minds. You know what? I'm going to laugh my fucking ass off if it happens. If Biden winds up outliving Donald Trump. And I'm talking about naturally. I don't want anything bad to befall, at the hands of somebody. But if Biden outlives Trump, I am going to laugh my fucking sack off. Because Biden, he's barely alive, doesn't know where he's at. He's been diagnosed with cancer. Everybody's waiting on him to fucking die. And here's Trump, who is seemingly falling apart by the fucking day. I'm just saying. Pick a side? Vincent, are you talking to somebody else? I'm assuming. Do I think Biden will actually live longer? At, I didn't think that a year and a half ago. Right now, 50-50. 50-50 as to which one of them lives longer. Double chocolate when I was 10. See, I'm not huge on the chocolate. Is it possible for someone to be a Trump supporter without being in the cult? No. I'm sorry, it's not. If you still support Donald Trump to this day, even if you say that you are a casual supporter, you are in the fucking cult because you can see what he has been doing for 5.5 years as president. The first 4 years and a year and a half into this thing. And if you haven't woken up now by now, you're gone. There is no waking you up. And here's the thing. If he dies from a heart attack, from a stroke, what diabetes, whatever the fucking whatever, before he leaves office, he's a fucking martyr forever. If he lives, Republicans got to own that shit, right? Forever and ever and ever, amen. All of a sudden, the conversation changes if he dies to, well, he's a martyr. Look at all the great things he did for the country, and they'll just put him up on a pedestal. If he makes it all the way to 2028, he is going to fucking destroy JD Vance's chances because the Republicans got to run on that shit, man. Exactly. No more waffling on Trump. Either you're in or you're out. It's 2026. There's no more. I don't quite know. The jury's out. No, you're either in or you're out. And if you're in, you are a horrible human being. You might be a very nice person. You might be somebody that I like in real life, but inside you support horrible things happening to people. 4.59 a gallon in New Jersey. Energy costs and food are way up. Yes. You okay, bud? You gonna go see mama? Now listen, I want to address AMC here, who said my late father was in the cult in 2016. He left after January 6th because, as a conservative as he was, he had a moral compass. That's awesome to hear. I still have a problem with the 2016 vote because the 2016 vote has generational damage attached to it. The Supreme Court alone. My granddaughters are going to have to fight to fix that mess. Ohio MAGAs have a tough choice this year between a woman or a non white man. I wonder how many Ohio MAGAs are going to just not vote, or at least not vote for the president. I have not seen the new Nuremberg movie. Aloha back at you. If anything, this whole thing with Trump has made me fascist against fascist. Well, there you go. Because the mood of the country is angry on both sides. What do you think, Clyde? What you think? Huh? What you think, buddy? Pretty good boy. Yeah. Say hi to the people. Look, the people are right here. Say hi to the people. Clyde Eugene Powell. Are you hanging out in here so you can get a contact eye? Are you hanging out in here so you can get a contact eye? Breaking news: CNN founder Ted Turner dead. Are you a good boy? You want some? Right? Yeah, it's gonna make you go get some water, and then you're gonna come back here and look at me like I need a milk bone now, dude. Right? It's a good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. What would happen if Ohioans actually chose not to vote? Well, I mean, you say Ohioans. I don't know that all Ohioans. Who knows? Hang on a second. Is that what that said? Yes, Ted Turner dead at 87. He started cable news network. He founded CNN. If the MAGA Ohioans decided not to vote, there'd be a lot of Democratic elected officials in the state of Ohio, and then it would be blue for at least a cycle. Yes, Ted Turner of classic movies, married to Jane Fonda. He founded CNN. He's what started the whole cable news thing. MSNBC, Fox, all of that. That's all a product of Ted Turner starting CNN. Founded CNN, I don't know what year, down in Atlanta. And he died today. He just did breaking news, dead at 87. Morning, Tom. Love your stuff. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. We are not allies anymore at all. What does that mean? I think the Ohio GOP needs to keep this up, but more minorities on the ballot. Cultist wipeout. He was still alive, apparently. Apparently, he was still alive. 87 years old. And I believe still married to Jane Fonda, to the best of my understanding. Time to get the whiskey out. I'm going to pour one out for old Ted. Have at it. It dawned on me that he meant allies, but we're not allies. Who's he talking to? I'll be right back. Sorry, it was another headline that was coming through saying that investigators believe that the hantavirus outbreak on the ship began with a couple getting it on a bird watching expedition in Argentina. But that doesn't explain how multiple people got it on the ship because it's supposedly not passed person to person. Oh, they did split up a long time ago. Okay, my bad. Who called your wife a bun? If you don't work in Ohio, you're a freaking bum. If you don't work in Ohio, you're a freaking what? Huh? Okay, these conversations are kind of all over the place at the moment, aren't they? Let's see where we're at with this. She lost her job and is having a difficult time landing a new one. I was making a joke about it. Yeah, I thought somebody was ripping on anybody who doesn't work in the state of Ohio. Um, so it's going to be 26. Ooh, we are dangerously close to crossing over into 355,000 subscribers. Yes, we were just talking about Ted Turner a moment ago. Cruises suck? Absolutely not. I love cruises. I didn't think I was going to like cruises, but we've been on three now. We're going on our fourth in July. We did a Bahamian cruise, a cruise to Mexico, Honduras, and Belize, and an Alaskan cruise. And we're going back on the cruise to Mexico, Honduras, and Belize in July. See, the petri dish narrative is absolutely false. That's what I thought. That is not true. It's like being in a resort that moves from country to country to country. I'll be doing some content in July from this cruise. I did some content from the Alaskan cruise. There's a there is a playlist on my page dedicated to travel videos. You can see some. I'll try to do more obviously this July when we're on this cruise, but oh, it's fantastic. There's a nightclub, there's a show down here. You got hibachi kicking it over here. You can go to this bar and hear live music. They're doing games in the center with people. Um yeah, we really like cruising. Are you guys getting a delay? Somebody said you're getting a delay from what, my video and my voice? Whatever the topic, when I'm doing these where I'm just talking to the people and I don't have a guest, The topic is what's going on in the chat here, whatever anybody's talking about. Okay, so a couple people said delay. Did that help at all? If it didn't help, maybe you guys should go out and come back. How many people are on these floating cruises? Depends. The one that we're getting ready to go on is going to have, I think, 4,500 guests, and I don't know what kind of staff you're talking about. Maybe 1,100, 1,500 staff. That worked right on. No, there is more to the human experience than the Caribbean. And we had a Mediterranean cruise scheduled before my wife's company went under, and then we had to delay cruising for some period of time. We definitely couldn't do the Mediterranean cruise. And we're going back to the Caribbean because Renee and I took that cruise alone, and now we're taking a couple of our kids and her mom. The next cruise that I will be looking at with Renee will hopefully be. I say I because I'm in the room. The next cruise we will be looking at will hopefully either be a European cruise, whether that be Mediterranean or Northern European, or I would be fine with a South American cruise. Oh, I know we have a limited shelf life. Believe me, if anybody is aware of our limited shelf life, I am aware of it. I am going to be 54 years old next week on the 13th. If I have 20 good years left, and that is stretching. Happy Hump Day. Thank you, Vincent, for the donation. First donation of the day. That's stretching what I think reality might be, that I'm going to be healthy and fine at 74. But if I have 20 good years left, I'm lucky. So I'm aware. I'm when you take care of people, and I watched my wife take care of my father, I watched my father take care of my stepmother. I watched, my grandparents get cared for and whatnot, what have you. When you go through that and you experience that, you begin to realize the mortality. And I understand my position in life. You for the longest time, your parents took care of the grandparents and you were just living life. And then your parents became the grandparents, and all of a sudden you stepped into your parents' role. Your parents are the ones that are at the end of their life, and you're the ones getting ready to take care of them. And then they go, and all of a sudden you're them. You're the last one in the line. That's where I am. Renee's not there yet. All of her parents are living. Most of her aunts, uncles, and cousins are still living. Um, but yeah, when they're all gone, you're like, I'm next. I'm in the seat. So yeah, I'm very aware of that. What's up, Pepper? What are we doing? Party hard with Andrew WK. I'll have to check that. Been on two. Hang on a second. Been on two cruises. Got sick on the second one, and will never do it again. Fair enough. I got sick on the cruise too. I came back with a wee bit of the COVID. Pepper is a tiny little thing. I mean, I don't know what you consider a normal sized cat to be. Oh. Yeah, I don't think Vivek, thank you very much for the blushes. I don't think Vivek is going to enjoy what's coming his way. He's already experienced a little bit of it in the primary. Um, Holding town hall events or holding rallies, I should say, having young white MAGA voters ask him, why should we trust you? Why should we vote for you when you don't even believe in Christ? You're not even a Christian. Vivek is a non Christian, non white Republican. I don't know. Are they going to elect him in Ohio? He won the primary. Yeah, he's going to be the Republican nominee on the November ballot. Are they going to vote for him? Are they going to come out and vote for everybody else and just go, I'm not voting for this fucking guy? Or are they actually going to vote for him? It's going to be interesting to see because he's been getting a lot of pushback from MAGA. Yeah, Amy Acton is the Democrat, and wow, if we there are two governors races where I think the Democrat actually has an opportunity to win, and they're fucking weird because they're Ohio and Florida. Um, the Republicans have put up bad candidates, in my opinion, in those two states. Listen, they're all bad candidates, but I want you to think about it. In Ohio, they've put up a non-white, non-Christian man in Vivek Ramaswamy, and in Florida, they put up a black man. Just saying. I don't know if MAGA is going to be voting for these folks in the numbers that they think they're going to be voting for them. I go to the polls. I don't mail in my ballot. Um, so we've got an entire summer to cover these candidates. We've got a few more primaries to go. We're going to be doing content about all of these candidates all summer long. We're going to be talking about the ones that you should vote for, in my opinion. We're going to be talking about the ones that you should avoid. From governor's races to senatorial races to congressional races to fucking state house races. We have a gubernatorial race here in Illinois that I'm going to be hitting hard, hard for JB Pritzker. Oh, I know I can touch a lot of places. I just don't know how many people are listening to me. You know what I mean? The silent middle child responded to Trump saying we should cancel elections pretty recently. Yes, I saw that. That is a piece of content I will be doing in the coming days as well. Louisiana suspended their primary or is attempting to suspend their primary. I think was it Alabama said that even though early ballots have already been cast, they should stop the election, throw out any of the ballots that have been cast until they have a chance to redraw the map. Religion should be a private thing, and we have freedom of religion and freedom from religion here. The problem is Republicans don't respect that. They just don't respect it. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck if you don't want to be a Christian. They want everybody to be Christian, so therefore Christianity reigns. Dumb and Dumber are scheduled to star in the new Apprentice. I heard that they were going to be doing it with Don Jr. I didn't know Eric was involved as well. Uh, it'll be interesting to watch that flop. Do you think the Democrats could win Ohio? If so, will it be from the MAGA voters voting blue or abstaining from voting? Yes, I think that I don't think it's going to happen, but I think they can happen. It can happen, and if it does happen, it's not because MAGA decided to vote blue. It's because they said they're not going to vote for anybody at the top of the ticket. That they won't vote for a Republican non-white, non-Christian male, and they won't vote for a Democratic woman because those are their choices. So if it happens, that's why it happens. Hit the like button. Thank you very much. We're going to be on here for just a little while longer, and then I need to do some work on my room here. What's bullshit, Mark Lewis? Don't just say bullshit. Say what's bullshit. Opinion on fish. Never really liked them. Not my idea of a good time. What is this for? Will red states redrawing their districts impact the midterms in heavy ways for Dems? It depends on when the redraw happens. Are they redrawing the districts before the midterms? Then yeah, it's going to do away with Democratic seats. Um, some states aren't drawing until after the midterms in anticipation to be able to redraw for 2028, which is what's going to cause Democratic blue states to react in kind. And then you're probably going to get an all blue Illinois or an all blue California or maybe both. What about Eric? Eric is, I don't know who Eric is. Oh, you talking about Eric Trump. I'm still waiting for Mark Lewis to say something. I will try if they choose to just ignore Dem votes, which is essentially what they would do. Bob and Phil. Yes. What happens if the Dems win Ohio and Florida? Oh, it's a seismic shift in the political landscape of the United States of America. I can't possibly see that being the case. Can't see that being the case. If that happens, far right fascism in this country is having a nail driven through its heart. If that happens, I just don't see it happening. But if the Democrats can win the gubernatorial races in heavily Republican states, it's going to be those two states because of the candidates that the Republican Party has put up. A black man in Florida and a brown man in Ohio. Yeah, I remember Bobby Jindal. Yeah, his actual name was I think it was Payush. His name was not Bobby. Because of course none of these guys want to use their actual fucking name other than Vivek Ramaswamy. Yes, a lot of people don't remember that Barack Obama won Florida twice. Both times he ran for president, he won Florida. Isn't Afro Man supposed to run for something soon? I don't know. I didn't follow that whole drama. I thought that was dumb as shit. That whole court case and the cops and the the fucking sideshow that thing turned into. I wasn't into that no least bit. I'm glad he won that case and those cops didn't get away with that fucking bullshit. But yeah, I couldn't watch that shit. I didn't watch it. I didn't do content on it. It would be better to put Disney on a barge and try to sink Florida into the ocean. Jesus Christ. No, Florida's a beautiful state. It's got wonderful beaches. It is just chock full of old conservative boomers, swampland hillbillies, and for a segment of the year, snowbirds. It's as if somebody paved over a swamp and threw up a Dollar General. America's incubator of butt sweat and theme parks, Florida. Um, and there was a time where you could see Florida in a presidential election and go, yeah, that's Democrats are going to win that this year. There's just too much fucking crazy in the Republican Party. But then Florida embraced the fucking crazy and like leaned in. Maybe it's all the swamp ass they're experiencing. It makes one irritable. Maybe it's the lack of catalytic converters in the modern day automobile world. Maybe they're just fresh out of meth. Maybe they've run through all of their cousins and they don't know who else to have relations with. I met her on the CB. She said her name was Mimi. Sounded like an angel fell to earth, fell to earth. But when I went to meet her, oh man, you should have seen her. Half my height and three times my girth. The entire Bible Belt is mostly whiskey smelling deadbeats, meth heads, and racists. It's comparable to living on Jurassic Park. Jesus. I wouldn't say the whole Bible Belt. I mean, a good chunk of it, but you got to remember that there's inaccurate representation in a lot of these places because of gerrymandering already. Otherwise, you might have more blue representation, and see that there are still people. Here's somebody that I would really like for you guys to follow, Jess Piper. Are you guys familiar with Jess Piper? Uh, she ran for office in Missouri, did not win, but she is known as the Dirt Road Democrat, showing the country that there are still strong pockets of Democratic voters in rural areas. You should follow her. Jimmy Carter was from Georgia. Bill Clinton was from Arkansas. Al Gore, Tennessee. I mean, these are prominent Democrats that came from the South. It's not all Obama from Chicago, you know what I mean? Or Newsom from California. Remember, Ronald Reagan was the governor of California. So was Arnold Schwarzenegger. Guys, it's almost 10 o'clock here, and I've got some work that I need to get done. So I am going to wrap this up because I have to take stuff to my car and get prepped. So maybe I'll see you later. I don't know. We'll see. Hasta lasagna.